Yeah, definitely feels good to make history. We had a heck of a season. We had some ups and downs, but we built a bond that it just never be broken. We're always gonna love each other, and 10, 20 20 years down the road, we're gonna look back on this experience and just reflect and be able to say, hey, we made it to the Elite Eight. We were able to make history, and hopefully, this sets a new foundation. Like I've said, a new point for this program to get to, a new goal. Make it to the Final Four and make that be, the new history made.
How much? One sec,
You
sorry.
need to fix it. There we go.
Can you
Go up the actual.
It's just like right
Yeah.
above us.
Let's see if it'll go down here. There we go.
Perfect.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. All right. After the Kansas game, I mean, did you and your other teammates, do you just kind of take a step away from basketball for a few days and not even watch the rest of the tournament? Did you watch the rest of the tournament? And does it take time to process, like, we did something, really special here?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of emotions that went into everything after the game. I was very upset. We were all very upset because, we had made it so far. And then, with the seniors, this being our, last game, it was just, very emotional for us. But, once we got over that and kind of got back to the hotel, really, I feel like it didn't hit us until we got off the bus when we left. And when we got off the bus and, we saw all the fans out there waiting on us, and we were like, man, we actually, accomplished something. For the first 4 hours, you feel those emotions and the hurt. But, after that, you look back and reflect and, how could you be mad at us? We made history. We had a heck of a season. I feel like we were a fun team to watch. And we just, like I said, made history.
When you lose to the team that wins it all, how do you kind of interpret that? How does that make you feel when you're watching the team that you lost to win the whole thing?
Truthfully, I had mixed emotions about it because I felt like, man, if we would have won that game, that could have possibly been us. But at the same time, it's like, it feels good that if, we didn't win, they won because they beat us. So it just, goes to show the type of team we had, the underappreciation that we had got all season from the media and polls and stuff like that. But, we never cared about any of that. We just looked forward to the opportunity of making the tournament, and that was our goal at the end of the day. We didn't care about the ranking. We didn't care about, having people seeding, none of that. We just cared about, being able to make the tournament, and we knew if we were in that position of, being able to make it, we were going to be able to make a run.
Can you talk about some of the areas where you've grown both as a player and as a leader throughout your 4 years at Miami?
Definitely. I always say I give that credit to Coach L. He's a life coach. He's helped me with my habits off the court. He's helped me, realize the things that are important, all the aspects outside of basketball, all the little things you have to do. Eating right, visualizing, watching film. Just all the little things that can make you successful in the long run, and just on the court. Ever since I came to Miami, the coaches have told me, I have so much room to grow as a player. All I've ever been told to do really is just, score the ball. Here they asked me to guard the best player on the other team, to rebound the ball, to be able to play make. So, I just, they saw a lot of potential in me, and, we just kept honing in on it every year and, working to get better.
And then what's the process like now, transitioning into a professional career, and how is that process like, and what have you been up to in that regard?
It's definitely exciting. This is brand new for me. Last year I wouldn't imagine, myself being in these shoes right now. So, I'm just taking it all in and, trying to enjoy it. But at the same time, it's a very busy time for me. I had to pick an agent, having to, go through all that whole process, determining whether, I was going to play in the Portsmouth. That was a whole nother process. So it's just been a lot, but it's a blessing to be in this position. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy for my teammates. I'm happy for, our staff. You see Coach Caputo got a head coaching job. Everybody, getting opportunity. And at the end of the day, we've been through a lot, and I'm glad to see, the guys that I had to, kind of stay down with finally being able to get the opportunities they deserve as well.
And what's that process been like for you, just kind of emotionally, kind of preparing yourself mentally for that? Because you've been playing college ball for 6 years, it's a long time to be doing anything, I mean, I'm sure, kind of gotten used to playing college basketball and being on a college campus and everything. So what's it like kind of preparing to take that next step?
It's definitely kind of sad, just realizing I'm gonna be leaving this campus, and these last 4 years here have just been an experience that I wouldn't couldn't trade for the world. It's just been the relationships, the teammates, the coaching staff, everybody. They've taken me hands in as a person, and just helped me, supported me, and I got really close to this community, to the city of Miami, and it was just I never imagined myself being here, like I said in the question before. So the fact that I'm here and I'm able to make the relationships that I made, and have the teammates that I have, it's just a blessing.
And what do you guys expect from the team next year? It's going to be almost an entirely new lineup, most likely. Coach Caputo has been with Coach Larnega for 20 years. He's at a head coaching job now. I mean, what do you expect to see from this team next season?
Honestly, I expect to see, kind of the same thing you saw this year, a team that plays together, a team that plays hard. That's always been the formula of Coach L's successful teams. I mean, in my 4 years here, the practices never really changed. The workouts never really changed. We did the same drills. It was just all a matter of, everybody realizing we have to make that sacrifice for each other, and, play our hearts out. And I think, we kind of figured out that formula this year. And, that's what propelled us for real, just our togetherness and us knowing that, we just have to go all out every night.
And can you talk about Bensley and Woolga and how those young guards kind of grew throughout the season and what your expectations are for them and throughout their careers at Miami?
I definitely have high expectations for them. I know Wooga didn't get to really, show a lot, but, in practice, he was the one, giving us the most trouble when it came to, the starters versus the guys coming off the bench. Wooga's a guy that can score at the highest level with anybody. Like I said, his opportunity is going to come next year, and I know he's going to take full advantage of it. Guys like Bensley, Chakai, you saw what Bensley did for us this year, and we didn't even ask him to do anything on offense. That was kind of me, Zay, Charlie, Sam, and Jordan. But Bensley has a lot of room to grow. He already has experience. He's already played alongside a team that's winning, so he has a winning culture. He knows the things that it takes to be a winner. He's the one who kind of breaks off our huddles when we're at practice and in the game. So he's a leader. He has a great voice. He's going to be a guard that fans and other teammates here are going to love playing with.